Hello, my name's George and I'm the founder of Turn Lights On. Turn Lights On is a practice that helps you take stock, slow down, connect with other people, but ultimately appreciate this thing called life. So we do this in loads of different ways. We have a monthly event called Monday Like a Friday, which is a Friday night feeling on a Monday morning to help organisations kickstart their week so they're going into the week with a good intention and feeling good after having a mocktail at 8 o'clock in the morning and a good breakfast. So that's Monday Like Friday. I'm an author, so I've written a book called Turn Lights On, and a speaker. I've done a TED talk about connection and how important presence is in our lives. And I have a leadership program that I work in organisations, helping leaders to be more connected with their people, but ultimately to be more connected with themselves, really helping with things like burnout and long-term sick, and basically encouraging people to slow down and value something which ultimately makes us happy. So, there's been loads of studies on happiness, and happiness is such a personal thing. But one of the research studies that I tend to use a lot in my work is the Harvard Grant study, which is a happiness study and a life study that they've done for longer than 70 years, surveying thousands and thousands and thousands of men and women and looking throughout their lives what makes us happy. And the results have been absolutely overwhelming. And one of the thing that comes out all the time is that good relationships help us to be happier and healthier. So when we think of how busy we are and we're going from place to place and how the organisations just tend to be so task-driven and target-driven, sometimes our relationships suffer. They suffer in work and outside work. So I'd like to share with you something that can really make a difference to your relationships, and it's called the practice of Turn Lights On. So Turn Lights On, as I said, it's a business and a movement, but ultimately it's an act. The act of Turn Lights On is going into your world every day and turning 5 lights on a day. And what do I mean by that? Basically, it's about being present in the moment, connected with 5 people a day. And that could be the lady who works on reception. It could be the people that work around you. It could be a mum. It could be a daughter. It could be a son. It could be anyone. A stranger. It could be someone that you've known all your life. But it's ultimately slowing down, forgetting your agenda, forgetting your ego, and really connecting and asking them how their day is going. So the best way I can describe this is one of the joys that I have is turning people's lights on in supermarkets. That's one thing that I enjoy doing. So basically going into a supermarket, when I go and pay for my groceries, look into the person that is serving and thinking, right, they need their lights turned on. They might be looking a bit distant. They might be looking a bit tired, because doing that all day, sitting down, and also it's quite relentless. So I start talking to them, asking them how their morning's been. Unfortunately, sometimes a lot of people will be like, oh, you're the first person to ask me how I am. And that's like in the afternoon, which worries me, if I'm honest. If we look at human connection within our society, it is really diminishing, and lack of social interaction is as harmful for your health as 15 cigarettes a day. And we look at anxiety and depression, we tend to withdraw from other people, when I like to think that Turn Lights On can really sort of connect people to start talking. So start talking and have a little chat, maybe make them laugh. I normally say something random. And then at the end of the conversation, hopefully there's something different going on. You can see a little sparkle in their eye or smile on their face, but you've ultimately connected with them. It's not about making their day. It's not about being a clown. It's not about being really kind. It's just about saying, I see you. I see you here. I see you and I'm connecting with you. and I'm not in my phone, or I'm not 100 miles away, or I'm not thinking about what I need to do tonight. I'm just here in this moment with you. And then you just do that, repeat, rinse and repeat. You do that 5 times with as many people as possible. I was working with some leaders in an organisation the other week, and someone shared a story about his little boy, and he came home from work and he was really busy and he was ironing, the leader was ironing, and his little boy came up to him with a painting. And he said, "Oh, Dad, can you draw this painting with me?" And he said, normally I would just be like, "Yeah, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes." And he said, "No, I'm going to turn his lights on. I'm going to be in this moment with him." So put down the iron. And his little boy said at the end of the day that was the best part of his day. And it's just them small little things that can make a difference to our relationships at home, but also can make a huge difference to our relationships in work. It's never losing that opportunity. So if you want an engaged, connected, motivated organisation, it comes from emotion. It's not about we give donuts on a Friday. No, it's about how you emotionally connect with your people, and you are in a relationship with everyone around you. And the same rules apply. The same rules apply. Do I see? Am I listening? Am I really here? So thinking about the way that you're dealing with meetings, and maybe having a technology ban in our meetings, so we're really present. Walk-in meetings, so we're outside in nature and we're really sort of connected with each other. And looking at ways on how you can really step away from technology and give the other person your undivided attention. And you may find this exhausting. You may find that you can't switch off. That's one of the things that unfortunately I'm seeing more and more in my work, is that people want to turn people's lights on and they want to be in the moment with people, but they're so blocked in their mind, they're so busy, they're not looking after themselves, they're not caring for themselves, that they can't even be there. And that's where I come in. That's where I help them with my techniques and my programs to help people to really sort of take some time for themselves and really tune into how they are feeling, and so they can give to other people, because you can't give what you don't have. So I hope I've just turned your light on and made you have a little think about how can you give your relationships the energy and the time they deserve. Little tip, it starts with you first. So I inspire you and encourage you to really look at what you're doing for you, and ultimately what are you going to be able to do for the people around you. If anyone, I have a little offer before I go. If anyone is interested in coming to Monday Like a Friday, this month is on the 24th of July and it's in a secret venue in Cardiff. And I've got 5 free guest list spaces. So if you're interested in being on the guest list, please contact me. I'll leave all my contact details with Anna. So thank you so much, and I hope you found this video worthwhile. If you're interested in Turn Lights On, just go on to www.turnlightson.com, and I hope to meet you one day. And you never know, turn your lights on, or you turn my lights on. And have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you very much for your time.